Hey everyone, and a massive, warm welcome back to the channel. Seriously, it's fantastic to have you tuning in today. Before we dive into something truly wild happening inside your own body right now, I just want to take a quick moment to send you all the very best wishes for amazing health and happiness. Wherever you are in the world, whatever your day looks like, I genuinely hope you're feeling strong, positive, and taking good care of yourselves. Health is everything, so let's appreciate our incredible bodies together for a second. Okay, ready to have your mind blown? Buckle up, because we're talking about something lurking inside you that's powerful enough to dissolve metal. Yep, you heard that right. That burning sensation you sometimes feel when you're really hungry or maybe ate something spicy. That's a hint of the incredible, potent acid factory you carry around in your belly. Your stomach acid isn't just strong, it's scary strong. So strong, in fact, that if you poured it onto a piece of metal like a nail or a penny, it would start eating away at it, dissolving it right before your eyes. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's 100% real biology happening inside you every single day. Think about that for a second. We handle metal with care, right? We build cars and bridges and skyscrapers with it because it's tough and durable. But your stomach produces a liquid so corrosive, so chemically aggressive, that it can break down that tough metal. That liquid is called gastric juice, and its superstar component is hydrochloric acid, or HCl for short. Now, you might remember HCl from chemistry class. It's the same stuff found in industrial cleaners and even car batteries. It's incredibly acidic. Scientists measure how acidic or basic something is using the pH scale, which runs from 0, super acidic, like battery acid, to 14, super basic, like drain cleaner, with 7 being neutral, like pure water. Your stomach acid typically sits between a pH of 1.5 and 3.5. To put that into perspective, battery acid is around pH 0, lemon juice is about pH 2, and vinegar is around pH 3. So your stomach acid is often more acidic than lemon juice or vinegar. That's why it can give you that intense sour or burning feeling if it backs up into your esophagus. It's literally bathing delicate tissue in powerful acid. So, how does this metal-melting acid not just burn a hole straight through your stomach? That's where things get truly brilliant. Your stomach isn't just a simple sac filled with acid. It's a marvel of biological engineering with built-in safety features. The inside lining of your stomach is coated with a thick, slippery layer of mucus. Imagine this mucus like a super strong, biological Teflon coating. It forms a protective barrier, shielding the actual stomach cells from the harsh acid sloshing around just millimeters away. It's constantly being produced and renewed to keep that barrier intact. But that's not all. The cells that make up the stomach lining themselves are incredibly special. They're tightly packed together, forming a nearly impenetrable wall. More importantly, these cells are constantly being replaced. We're talking brand new cells every few days. Remember that video we did about your body replacing billions of cells daily? Well, your stomach lining is one of the fastest renewing surfaces in your entire body. This rapid turnover means any tiny bit of damage gets patched up super quickly, preventing the acid from ever really getting a foothold to eat through. It's like having a self-healing, acid-proof fortress lining your gut. Now, why on earth would your body produce something so powerful and potentially dangerous? What's the point of having a mini acid bath inside you? Well, it turns out this super acid is absolutely vital for your survival. Its first and most important job is digestion. When you eat that sandwich or that bowl of pasta, it arrives in your stomach as relatively large chunks. Your teeth started the job, but the real heavy lifting happens here. The hydrochloric acid helps break down complex proteins into smaller, simpler building blocks called amino acids. It does this by unraveling the tightly coiled protein structures, making them much easier for other digestive enzymes, like pepsin, which only works in this acidic environment, to chop them up into usable pieces. Without this strong acid, digesting protein-rich foods like meat, eggs, or beans would be incredibly slow and inefficient. You simply wouldn't get the nutrients you need. Secondly, the acid acts as a powerful disinfectant. Think about all the stuff you put in your mouth every day. Food, drinks, maybe even your fingers sometimes. They carry bacteria, viruses, and other nasties. Your stomach acid is like nature's bleach bath. It kills off the vast majority of harmful microbes that hitched a ride on your food before they can travel further down into your intestines and make you sick. It's your body's first major line of defense against food poisoning. Thirdly, the acid helps your body absorb certain crucial nutrients, especially minerals like calcium and iron. It makes these minerals soluble, meaning your bloodstream can actually take them up and use them to build strong bones and healthy blood cells. So, that powerful acid isn't just for show. It's essential for breaking down food, protecting you from germs, and helping you absorb the good stuff. Okay, back to the metal thing. Can it really dissolve metal? Absolutely yes. While your stomach lining is perfectly adapted to handle it, the acid itself has the chemical power to corrode metals. We know this because scientists have done experiments. If you drop a piece of raw meat, which is mostly protein, into a beaker of hydrochloric acid at stomach strength concentration and temperature, it visibly breaks down and dissolves over hours. Do the same with a thin piece of metal like zinc or even iron, and you'll see it bubble and fizz as the acid reacts with it, slowly dissolving it into salts. There are even documented medical cases, especially involving curious children, who swallow small metal objects like coins or button batteries. Doctors often find these objects later, not intact and shiny, but significantly corroded, pitted, and discolored by the stomach acid. Button batteries are particularly dangerous because the acid can cause them to leak harmful chemicals, which is why swallowing them is a medical emergency. But the point is, the acid does react with and dissolve the metal. It just usually doesn't get the chance to do much damage because the object either passes through quickly or gets removed. It's a powerful demonstration of the chemical environment inside you. You might be wondering, if it dissolves metal, why doesn't it dissolve the food I eat instantly? Great question. Different materials break down at different speeds. Things like raw vegetables or tough meats take time for the acid and enzymes to penetrate and break apart. The stomach also churns everything around, mixing the acid thoroughly with the food, which we call chyme. This mechanical mixing helps expose more surface area to the acid, speeding up digestion. But yes, given enough time outside the protective environment of the stomach lining, that acid would indeed dissolve organic matter like food and, yes, corrode metal. It's a potent chemical cocktail. This strength also explains why vomiting frequently or conditions like severe acid reflux, GERD, can be so damaging. When that powerful acid escapes the stomach and hits the esophagus, which doesn't have that special protective mucus lining or rapid cell regeneration, it causes inflammation, esophagitis, heartburn, and can even lead to ulcers or long-term damage if not managed. Your throat just isn't built to handle that kind of chemical assault. It's also fascinating to think about how your body controls this powerful substance. It's not just constantly churning out acid at full blast. Your brain and hormones carefully regulate acid production. When you see, smell, or even just think about delicious food, your brain sends signals via the vagus nerve to your stomach, saying, "Get ready, food's coming." This triggers the release of a hormone called gastrin, which tells the special cells in your stomach lining, called parietal cells, to start pumping out hydrochloric acid. Once food arrives and starts stretching your stomach, and as proteins are detected, this signals even more acid production. When the food is sufficiently broken down and starts moving into the small intestine, other hormones kick in to slow down or stop acid production. It's a beautifully orchestrated system. Problems arise when this balance gets disrupted. Too much acid, too little protective mucus, or a weakening of that mucosal barrier can lead to painful ulcers. Amazingly, we now know a common bacterium called H. pylori can burrow into the stomach lining, weakening that protective mucus layer and contributing to ulcers. A discovery that revolutionized ulcer treatment from just suppressing acid to using antibiotics. It shows how finely tuned and sometimes vulnerable this system is. So, the next time your stomach rumbles or you feel a little heartburn, remember the incredible power you're carrying inside. That humble organ isn't just a food bag, it's a high-security chemical processing plant. It houses a fluid strong enough to dissolve metal and disinfect your lunch, all while keeping itself safe behind a self-repairing, acid-proof shield. It breaks down the building blocks of life, protects you from invisible invaders, and helps you absorb the nutrients that keep you going. It's a testament to the incredible, often underappreciated, engineering of the human body. Take care of your amazing stomach. Feed it well, manage stress, which can affect acid production, and listen to it if it sends you signals. It's working incredibly hard for you every single day, performing feats of chemistry that would impress any scientist. Thanks so much for learning about this powerhouse organ with me today. Stay curious, stay healthy, and I truly hope you have a brilliant day. Catch you in the next video.